circumstances.
Hi. Please disregard. I attempted an informal greeting, but I am dissatisfied.
I saw one of the ensigns get an Alpha Centauri from opposite the
We got the message from the Regana about Austin Rick. We had him dropped off at a separate port, off the books. Suffice to say, he's got a lot to answer for. That's a smart line to follow. Part of this role, just remember not to lose yours.
We wouldn't be the good guys if we did.
Oh, one more thing before we move on. For transparency's sake, you should know there was concern after what happened with the Regana that you might have trouble earning Neva's trust. Coming to her rescue ensured that would not be a problem.
Not being so needy, dress in there. Yeah, that's right.
Ah, so I take it you have good news. Then it worked. You're in. Now it's time for the next phase.
Our intel on Saoirse was correct. After we received reports on your interaction with Adler Kemp, we picked up on your rendezvous with Neva Mora.
Our files indicate she's second in command, so getting on her good side will ensure you get into the Crimson. Yes, you pass your first, but before we get too confident, just remember, these are...
And their ruthlessness is only surpassed. You should proceed with caution, regardless of how well you think you've been great.
So what's next for you on Neva's... Where you'll meet Delgado?
Delgado is the leader of the Crimson Fleet. You'll want to know the individual cadences of every member of the fleet, but Delgado's...
I wonder if the files mention any of his poker tales. Pirates and gamblers are basically part of the same genus.
You will be thankful you did the homework when it comes time for the test. In any case, now that you're with the fleet, we will shadow you eventually, but we'll need to maintain... This will also give us time to bolster our defenses.
Sir, on that note, shall we begin implementing the upgrade to our shields?
Immediately, Lieutenant. Notify the engineers and relay... I hope your entry into the fleet has overcome any doubts you may have had regarding your mission. Keep up the good work.
I know, meow. What do you want from me?
First mission in the books and no casualties. Good work. See all that chest candy on Commander Ikande? That means he's seen some shit.
If you ask me, the brig's too good for these worthless thugs.
As a former convict, you've seen the inside of a cell. Stay out of my just
What do you want? Get off the keyboard. Why are you so persistent? Your life isn't that hard. You're a cat. Meow.
We're free and clear for flight.
daring voyage in the oceans of space.
Something bothering you, Andreja? Yes, actually. I am surprised you noticed.
Unknown
Quite the
vessel.
talent for
Prepare to
reading
submit
people's
to...
current mood from afar. Comes with the territory, I suppose.
He's the one that helped her
Care
all
to
catch
share
him.
your troubles?
This is Captain
I
Young.
am concerned
Please
with how the rest of
acknowledge.
Constellation
It's nice to
perceives
see you.
my
Been
presence,
busy risking
regardless
your
of
ass
how
for total
I present
strangers, huh?
myself. I feel as though they're looking at me with disdain, rather than comradeship. Honestly, I think you're being a bit paranoid. Everyone I've spoken to has nothing but complimentary things to say about you. If that is truly the case, why do I often find myself excluded
You are
from
one of the
other members'
strangest, a
activities and
veritable
gatherings?
anomaly. Do I have
Having
to?
someone from House Varun among us is a
Fine.
new experience.
Private
I'm certain
Sky
they're
says,
unsure if you
no more
even wish to be
passing
approached
messages.
at all.
Decorum
Give
so.
them time, Andreja.
Command
They'll
signed
come
off
around.
on Oronoth. Sadly
promise.
lost some men, but training accident. I stand by it. You'd make a hell of a Marine, but, Command's shipping us off to parts unknown, but would you accept a final parting gift? Who does, right? A lot of good people owe you their lives. Maybe one day, some of us...
Oh shit. A bitch just gave me a knife. Gave me a knife.
That's fucking good.
Well, you didn't put us into a planet, so we must be in the right place.
What are you hailing for? Land in the key or don't.
These pirates are fucking bitches.
I'm so mad.
Time to cycle the airlock and move.
I need to kill somebody. It's been too long.
Yeah, I just killed like fucking 30 people a second ago because I needed to.
10 versus 30.
Captain, greetings.
You wanted 4K.
Oh
you got
yeah,
4K. Not my problem.
this fucking
If you're
ship
stealing from
is
me, you
someone's
bet your ass it's your
asshole.
problem.
Oh!
You kidding me?
Captain,
Way to
hello.
make a mess in front of
I
my new
am
roof.
satisfied to see that
Hey,
you
steal
survived
from me
your
and get
most
caught.
recent sleep cycle.
Better off
What are y'all
dead.
talking about, officer
Sounds like you did the
AIA?
fleet a favor.
Y'all are pussies.
Now toss this body out of an airlock before it turns into a damn air freshener. The hell took you so long? But please. It'd be one less sloppy work. The last thing I need is
Charge.
another Austin rate getting caught. You want to leave the fleet? You pay the price.
Let me give this a spin. Let me get one. Let me get.
Fair enough. Glad to see you showing some backbone. Just be careful that you can back up that attitude before. But
So,
all that
motherfuckers.
aside, you made it. So now you get to. Pencils ready? This floating scrap heap you're standing on is called the Key. Used to be an old UC military star station, and now it's the
Yeah.
fleet's base of operations. Might look a little beat up on the outside, but we keep it together. You think? And that's only part of it. I'll let Delgado fill you in, but I can give you the short version.
I love tours. Gift shop last this time, though, right? I want to stay focused.
Anyway, I'll tell you all about the Key.
Greetings, Captain.
All right. History time. So, the Key is in orbit around Suvorov. That's the very same ice ball where the United Colonies built a supermax prison they call the Lock. The UC is so clever. Supermax prison, lock, key. Cute, huh? Now, we've got everything the fleet needs right here. Of course, you've got to pay for it. Remember, on the key, credits are king. What the hell is this?
All right, hang on, Nev. Before you get pissed, I've got my hands full.
Jasmine, sweetie, I'm trying to give a tour here. So you want to tell me why those damn doors are sealed?
It's called a malfunction. You know, that thing I spend most of my day dealing with. Believe me, my people are on it. Have a little faith for once.
Aw. And you, always, Angel. This here's Jasmine. You need anything for your ship, she's got you covered. We'll hit up the depot next since these doors have given out on us. So anyway, we were talking about the Lock. About 100 years ago, the prisoners down there rioted and took over the place. After stealing some ships, they were actually able to make it up here and took over the keep.
About time you brought us new blood, Neva. I was getting tired of trading with the same old faces.
You're just ticked everyone's getting wise to your ridiculous prices, Aludra. Anyway, welcome to the depot, Rook, where you'll be lucky if these blood-sucking leeches don't bleed you completely dry.
Whoa. It's not our fault that people don't appreciate how much it costs to get untraceable merchandise onto the key.
Neva's just whining because she thinks she lost a ton of cash selling us a shipment of gear. She should have done her homework.
Yeah, sure, laugh it up. I'll remember that next time I need something from you cheapskates. Let's move on. Back to my story. After the liberated prisoners grabbed the key, they established it as a base of operations and began pirating the spaceways. That was how the Crimson Fleet began. Of course, Jasper Cricks had a lot to do with all that, but, we'll get to him later. Rook, meet Zuri, queen of the rare exports.
If I don't have it, you don't need it.
Neuroamps, blueprints. Hit her up and she'll take care of you.
Speaking of which, you still owe me for that last purchase, Neva. It's like 5 figures. Don't make me collect it the hard way.
The hard way? Oh no. Rook, protect me from Zuri's vengeance. Enough of the bullshit, Zuri. I'll pay you when I pay you. Deal with it. Got a problem with that? Take it up with the boss.
Don't even try to rip me off.
Rod Radley from the Trade
Authority.
Authority.
When I see it.
I'm sure you know the deal there. He'll buy pretty much anything, no matter how hot. Then we got our med bay on the left, run by the one and only Samina Misra. She'll patch you up, if you've got the money. We don't run any free clinics up in here, you don't? Okay, this is our final stop. Over there, you've got the Last Nova, where Bog serves watered-down drinks at ridiculously exorbitant prices. And right here is the most important place on the entire station, the Reckoner's Core, run by the incomparable Shinya Voss.
Another new Rook, Neva? I can't believe Delgado still lets you recruit, given what happened with the last one.
You mean Austin Rape? It's been taken care of, all right? I don't like loose ends, and this Rook is the one who tied it off.
Perhaps next time you'll try to be a bit more discerning regarding your choices. It's far more cost-effective.
Yeah, love you too, darling. Anyway, Shinya handles our lifeblood. The money. We call him our Reckoner, but if you ask me, he's actually a pain in the ass.
And Neva will slit your throat if she thinks you'll bleed creds.
Go to hell, boss. Take care of our new friend here, or I'll find a way to pull the pin on that little party popper in your chest. Anyway, Shinya will get you set up in our system. I've got real work to do. Once you're done, head upstairs and I'll introduce you to the boss.
Time for a proper introduction. I am Shinya Voss, the official reckoner for the Crimson Fleet. And since Neva so thoughtfully mentioned it, yes, this is a bomb embedded in my chest. And no, I'll never know the meaning of the word humble. In fact, I find Delgado's idea of a security measure to be quite empowering. Glad you approve. Since I oversee the bulk of transactions and maintain all accounts for the fleet, I'm a prime target for information. Should our enemies capture me or I grew any semblance of a moral conscience, you might consider me the greatest threat we have. For Delgado, the bomb grants peace of mind and a certain degree of safety. It's why he's the boss. Now, let me get you set up. Thanks to advanced modifications even Ryujin would envy, I can interface directly with our mainframe and the Galbank network. This allows me to move and clean credits faster and more efficiently than any run-of-the-mill cyber runner. There, you're done. All you need now is Delgado's blessing, and you'll be one of us. Yes, about time you Thanks to our relations with contacts across the galaxy, we always have a steady stream of jobs available. I've granted you all the necessary permissions to act. If Neva's chosen wise... No, I believe that covers all I have to say. Take the elevator to the upper level.
Alright, listen up. You can all stop complaining. Atrium to cargo bay doors have been repaired. Oh, and you're welcome.
Ah, there's our other new recruit. So, now that we are all here, it's time to get down to business. The two of you are the only rooks that have made the latest cut. The rest, well, let's just say they won't be joining us ever again. Neva's willing to put her neck on the line and vouch for you, which means you've got what it takes to join the Crimson Fleet. You'd better not disappoint, or you'll find yourself... All right, let's guess. When you sign up with the Crimson Fleet, you're in it for the long haul. No one quits. No one retires. You stay loyal, or you pay the consequences. Fleet before friends. Fleet before family. Fleet before yourself. Boss. Good.
Can we get on with this? I want to get drunk at the last Nova.
I'm impressed. That is the first intelligent thing you have said. Since you two seem so eager to move forward, pack your cold weather gear, rooks. Where we are going?
Oh, God, don't tell me you're dragging him down to Suvarall for another one of your little initiation runs. 10 Johns to the surface, 12 dead rooks. You'd think by now you would have given up on that god?
Crix's legacy is no story, Neva. We've got fresh eyes in the fleet. And if these two want to impress, they're going to help.
I hope you're right, Dale. That new code we grabbed for the lot cost us a ton of credits. And a decent captain.
This initiation, as Neva calls it, is your chance to see where it all began. Crix led the riots that gave birth to the Crimson Fleet. And if his legacy is still out there, we're going to be the ones to find it. Through a bit of luck and a hell of a lot of cash, Neva was able to get her hands on... This will be the first time someone from the Crimson Fleet has set foot in it. It has been frustrating, being this close to potential clues. Before Crix left the fleet, he left a message talking about a major score. Somewhere down the line, they started calling it Crix's Legacy. If we're gonna beat those odds...
Dale's leaving out the best part. That this whole... Crix left a lot of big talk on that recording.
When we get our hands on Crix's Legacy... Exactly. Now you're beginning to understand. Okay, I know. To that end, the next stop is the lock. Since Mathis doesn't have a ship, he's going to ride with me. I'll see you down there, Rook.
Soon, everyone is going to learn to fear the fleet. Yeah?
Are you looking to start something? Because I'll finish it.
Tell us about your arrest.
Oh, my arrest was spectacular. Definitely one for the record books. UC Security sent an armada after our little fleet of ships and picked us off one by one until the remainder of us made it to the wheel.
For a listener's benefit, that was the star station in orbit around Volii that you destroyed just before your arrest, correct?
You see, that's what they'd have you believe, but the truth is much less sinister. There was a firefight on the wheel when they tried to bring us in. We holed up, but UC Security unleashed hell. The damage they caused was catastrophic. We only surrendered so we wouldn't die when the station exploded.
Well, the UC says you set demolition charges to try and cover your tracks and make your escape.
That's their story. You'll have to go with your gut on what you think really happened. Anyway, they took us in and tossed us into the lock. That lovely resort they opened on Suvorov.
And you were imprisoned there for how long?
Well, it was supposed to be for life, Gale.
Were my instructions unclear?
But I ended up serving 2 years before I decided I'd had enough.
Is there any particular...